Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do you what's cracking for Tuesday the 9th of April. I know I keep harping on, but I want to make sure that you get all these dates down. I'm not doing any readings between the 15th and the 22nd of April as I'm going on holidays. I'm having a complete break from both my beautiful work and my muggles work, so I will be having that time off. And I just want to remind you, I am going to do a live Facebook on the 28th of April. Hopefully that goes well. I'm going to do it at 9 AM Australian time. You will need to be liking my Facebook page at the Aussie Goddess. If that goes really well, then I will do that regularly. So, and then we'll start with YouTube once my subscribers get up a little bit more. That was always the plan. So, all right, let's see what... Oh, cards are a bit lively this morning. Let's see what's cracking for Tuesday. Things happening in my world too, so it's quite interesting. Hierophant. Now the Hierophant comes out when we're talking big institutions, big structures, like he can represent the police force, the courts, all those sort of things. But he also represents stability. So things all being in their place, right time, right whatever. So he's the high priest. So it is a very religious card. But in religious, I mean in the sense of sort of more structured religion, not like the high priestess who is more about your intuition and that sort of spirituality. This is more the structured side of that. So sometimes it can be making a commitment. So for some people, you may be making a commitment at the moment to a fire sign, very possible. And there could be a big victory coming out of this. It looks like a really good, someone's about to make contact. Okay. All right, you're about to get contact here from a fire sign who wants victory with you, wants stability with you. That's pretty straightforward, really. Fire sign being Leo, Sag, or Aries. Somebody wants a commitment. They're on their way. Sorry for the coughing. Still got a bit of the cough. Okay, so I have the Five of Swords coming up first. Now, this can be about... I can sort of relate to the past a little bit, but it's very much about conflict. You could have had conflict with someone in the past or had some sort of upheaval with someone. Sometimes this is walking away from something that didn't serve you and sort of staying with, you know, your own thoughts and ideas, knowing that you've done the right thing, even if it meant you lost someone. The kitty cat cup's back this morning. Okay, Three of Wands coming out here. So definitely looking forward, waiting for your ships to come in here. Eight of Cups. So walking away from something that doesn't emotionally serve you to find balance in the Temperance card. That's sort of all over the place, that first bit. You feeling tied up? Well, obviously, if you've made a decision to walk away from something that you really wanted to have, that doesn't make much sense at all. Yeah, and here's the Lovers. So there's something here you're walking away from because you have to rather than you want to. You don't want the offer you're being given here for some reason. It is an offer of love, but it's not coming forward that way. Could be being offered from a Pisces here or a water sign, and definitely a fire sign involved here. This could be the same person too. Just because you've got water and fire doesn't mean that it can't be someone who shows up with both elements. Very strange reading though. In the beginning, I have someone wanting to come forward and offer you something stable, but it could be you wanting to do that because the energies do flip-flop here. So somebody could be offering you something more casual here and you want something more stable and you're hanging out for something more stable. So that's the first really easy assumption from this reading. But the way I see it, it looks like you're walking away from something because you're not being offered what you want. I feel like you've waited a long time for this offer to come in. You seem to be really in love with this person. There's a lot of love here. But they are not willing to put in the work that is needed here to bring this relationship in. They have an idea of something more casual, something more fleeting. They don't want commitment. there's some sort of balance that needs bringing in. So what I have to tell you is it looks like something needs to happen this way in order for it to move forward to something more stable. So it's like it's sort of like a practice run here. It's like somebody's offering you something that you don't want, and you're being asked by the universe to put your boundaries in place and say, I don't want this, it doesn't suit me, I want this. And this person's going to walk away, or you're going to walk away. You're going to walk away in order to find this balance that you've lost in your life. Now, it seems to me the only way that this can move forward in a more stable way is if you refuse some sort of offer that's being made to you in order for them to understand your value. I hope this is all making sense. It's really a very convoluted reading because it sort of goes backwards and forwards everywhere. It's not sitting as it. Sometimes I read and they're just like, there it is. And other times I read and I'm like, what the? Okay, so what I've got here is a situation. I feel like you've been waiting for this to happen. So you could have been dating this person for a little while. You could have known this person for a while. I'm not really sure that don't look like they've come back from the past or anything like that. So I don't think it's that sort of relationship. I feel like you've been dating them for a little while. And I think you may have come in with that conversation. You know, how about we move it to the next level? Don't forget, they may have come in with that conversation about moving it to the next level. But what they're willing to offer or what you're willing to offer is not what the other person wants. So, for example, you could be coming in and saying, hey, let's live together. And the other person's going, well, no, I want to get married. And you're like, well, I'd rather just live together. And you say, well, okay, then. I'm sorry, but I want to get married. So if you don't want to marry me, I'm prepared to move away here because I need to keep my balance. It's what I want as well, not just what you want. So yes, we could live together, but actually I would rather get married first. And the other person's going, well, that's all I've got, sorry. So you're going, well, you know what? I'm worth more than that. So therefore I'm moving on here and leaving you to whatever you decide to do. Now I know that's a really sort of loose example. It could be that someone still wants to have, you know, their field open so they can play around while they're more serious with you. Maybe they don't want to have something serious at this point in time. But I guess the value of this reading is that you do not undervalue yourself. Never undervalue yourself. If somebody's offering you something and it's not working, could be this person saying, oh, you know what, I really like you, but I only want to see you on the weekends. It's sort of like that. So let's say that's what this is all about here. There is true love here. This person really does love you. There's no doubt about that. Please believe it. They do. They're just trying to keep control in some sort of situation here. They don't want to give up control. You know, you could apply this to other areas of your life, but whatever it is coming in, somebody could be coming in and offering you a casual job. And you're saying, I don't want a casual job, I want something full-time. And they go, well, you know what? I've only got casual. So you say to them, well, doesn't suit me. I need the balance in my life. I'm going to go away and find a full-time job. But then, all of a sudden, they come up with a full-time job. And the card that's come out is Work Your Magic. And as I said to you, the main theme of this reading is you need to be understanding that your value is just as important as someone else's. And if someone doesn't respect your value, you shouldn't be there. So it says you have the power to resolve the situation you're inquiring about. This card signifies your untapped magical abilities which you've used successfully in the past. Pull these abilities out of storage and use them to work your magic now. Your clear and focused intentions, positive expectations, prayers, decrees and actions all step to create the healings and manifestations you desire. Decide what you clearly want and won't accept in this situation, as your clarity will bring immediate results. And that's what I said to you. I feel that you have to do this in order to get what you want here. So cards very, very relevant to the reading here. All right, there's your What's Cracking. Have a fantastic